Hello, boys and girls. Today is our final video lesson on adverbs, and we are going to review what we have learned about adverbs so far. An adverb is a word that describes a verb. Now, we also did mention that an adverb can describe another adverb or an adjective as well, but this week our focus when just learning adverbs is focusing just on adverbs that describe a verb. Most adjectives that tell how an action happens end in the suffix ly. It doesn't always have to end in ly, but if a word ends in the suffix ly in a sentence and tells how something happens, then you can be pretty sure that is an adverb. Adverbs tell how, where, or when an action happens. Adverbs can come before or after a verb or the word they describe. Thinking question: which word tells how, where, or when an action is done? Now, we also mentioned in yesterday's lesson it can also be how often something occurs too. Here is a chart that kind of describes what we've learned so far. Adverbs can tell how, so some examples would be easily, loudly, sadly, quietly, happily, quickly, and slowly. And notice all of those words do end in ly, although they don't have to in order for an adverb to tell how, but often they will. Adverbs can tell how often something happens, such as in the words once, sometimes, every day, always, often, never, and twice. These are called adverbs of frequency. As you get older, you'll learn a little bit more about that. But frequency means how often something occurs, and so these adverbs describe that. Adverbs can tell when something happens, such as in the words before, after, early, already, now, soon, and since. There are more, of course, but these are just some good examples of ones that you may see often. Adverbs tell where an action happens, such as in the words away, home, inside, outside, near, there, here, everywhere. So you can look at both of these charts. And if you needed to pause it to look at those just to kind of review it, you can. But these are words that tell how often, when, and where, and they are adverbs. Examples include, number 1, Kylie merrily baked a cake. Now, the first thing we want to identify is where is the action in the word? Where is the verb? And here the verb is baked. Is there a word in the sentence that tells how often, where, or when she baked the cake? If you said merrily, you would be correct. Merrily describes how she baked a cake. Number 2, they skated smoothly across the ice. Here the verb is skated. Now you're looking for a word that describes how, when, or where they skated. And if you said smoothly, you would be correct. Now you'll notice on numbers 1 and 2, they end in the suffix ly, and these are adverbs that tell how an action happens. Number 3, Hadley looked everywhere for her favorite stuffed animal. In this sentence, the verb is looked. It's the action in the sentence. And there is a word that tells either where or when. And the word is everywhere. Hadley looked everywhere for her favorite stuffed animal. Everywhere is an adverb that tells where she looked. I eat chicken for dinner often. Eat is the verb. Now, is there a word in the sentence that tells how often I eat? And I kind of gave it away there by saying that. The word is often. Adverbs can tell how often, when, and where. And on the right chart, it says it very well. It says an adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells how often, when, and where. So you can look again. I'm not going to read them again, but you can look over any of these examples that you need to. You can pause the video and look over either chart or both of the charts if you need to. Just make sure that you fully understand this before practicing your quizzes today. And tomorrow you'll practice IXL and you'll have your test on Friday. And so good luck with that. And today on your quizzes, try to at least get a 90 to 100% accuracy on this in order to be prepared for your test.